guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the sort of Let's Build a Medieval City. And what a cool view. I've never looked at it from way up in the sky here. It's actually really cool that it sort of all fits into one view without having to go too tall up. In fact, this side of the city is basically done, okay, apart from a wall that needs to go around here. We need to do like a castle retaining wall that goes all the way around with a little sort of miniature gateway in there to allow the woodcutter to go out and up his little path there into the forestry area where he cuts down and looks after all of the trees, make sure there's enough renewable resources. We've also got the sort of slummy sort of what did we call it? Yeah, slums area, I think is what I sort of called it, with like tiny little huts and maybe just some beds and some fires and stuff like that. The homeless people sort of got into that own little miniature island with a smuggler's cove underneath with a secret entrance into the city. Some sort of lighthouse over there. And then this side is going to be where all the residential houses are. Now they're going to be packed in a lot tighter than the commercial area. The commercial area has quite wide paths because we've got to think there's going to be people all over it, you know, passing each other. You don't want them to be having to sort of, I don't know, stand to the side to let people pass and all that kind of stuff. I want it to be nice and free and open. On this side, the houses are going to be really tight together. Paths two blocks, maybe 3 blocks wide, to get as many houses as we possibly can packed into this area and sort of maybe wrapping up, maybe even flatten out a little bit there. I don't know. Today, though, what we need to do before we can do this, first we need to actually sort of terraform the land to be able to place houses on, because it's a little bit up and down and holy here. What we do need to do is actually get the castle to not be floating in areas. We need to get it connected all to the ground, and once we've got that in, we'll then be able to know how much space we've got left to build houses with. Now this is going to be a little bit easy and a little bit difficult. It's sort of going to be both, so let's go brush, sphere, grass 3. That might be a little bit small. Let's go 5. Boop. That's better. And then this one we'll do brush smooth 4, probably. Yeah, undo. Apart from it took there. But that's what we're going to have to be careful of. That's going to be the difficult part, is it's going to sort of connect up to certain parts. I've got to sneeze. Okay, I'm good. So it's going to be a little bit tricky in some spots and a little bit easier in others. So let's just get rid of like those bits that we've done there. Now the easiest way to do this is to start from the top and work your way down. So we're going to get these going around the edge here. We're going to have to sort of hand place the last sort of few down. So that's going to all be there. That's about right. We'll might come out a little bit here. Undo. What we'll do is I'll grab another tool like this one and we'll make a smaller brush, like a 2, just to, oh, I can't probably use that because that's the other one. There we go. Yeah, just so we get a little bit more around there, and then we go back to here, back with the big one. Oops. Undo, careful not to hit that. We'll have to go nice and low. Okay. I don't mind if it's if the castle's close to the edge. In fact, that might be even preferable in some spots. But what we're going to do is we're going to go around the edge here first. That's, I think, bang on the right level. And then here. It sort of floats a little bit there. And a little bit there. That's going to be a tricky one to do because of the path. In fact, I think we just missed it exactly. Okay, and then what we need to do is then come down and go across again. Maybe even 3 in some spots. Around here is fine, should be relatively fine. I don't mind it being a little bit steep. And I also, same here, we're going to have to go all the way down here. I had a pretty cool idea. Let's get a stone pick and we'll do a sphere of stone, so we actually keep with stone going down the bottom here. Oh, I'll make it bigger. So obviously you don't want grass going all the way down. I do like the sort of look of stone as you sort of get a little bit lower. undo. I don't want to get the tree. I just want to sort of go into the trees there. And we want this one. Good. Good. Around here. Now it's a slow, it's a quick start. Doing this by hand would take forever. It might seem a little bit slow to begin with, but once you've got this sort of initial part in, it goes so quickly. No, but I did have a cool idea, right? So my cool idea is I want a waterfall from the castle, sort of one of the castle walls, and it goes down and then into the ocean. But I'd really like it sort of down this part, this sort of front area. I don't exactly know where. And it goes down and then has a bridge that goes over the top of the waterfall, or like near the waterfall, across the face of it, to where the boat, we wanted to have a boat building area, if you remember, at the beginning of the series, with like a half-built ship. That'd be cool. We also need a warehouse as well. I might put the warehouse like here, I think was the plan, and then the boat building area on that side. But there's like a little wooden bridge that goes across the front, the face of the waterfall, and the waterfall sort of, burp. The waterfall sort of wraps itself around all of the legs and stuff of the bridge. It just could be cool. I think it could be really cool. So we sort of put all of this down here. Okay, definitely looking better. Try and get all of these here. Now I don't think, I might be wrong, but I don't think smooth affects water. So it might help us a little bit there. Look at that little bit of water coming out of the rock there. It's literally just that one block. You know, I'm going to keep that there. So, we got the smooth now. What we need to do is I'll probably start around here. Okay, so we don't want to hit the, like that. We don't want to hit the castle, so we have to get as close to it as we can without hitting the castle, and then the parts that we can't get to we'll have to do by hand afterwards. So there might, yeah, see, we have to be very, very careful exactly where we click. I could make the smooth shorter as well. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, come back round here. We'll just work a little bit at a time. And there, see now how that looks? That looks pretty natural there now. We'll take away, eventually, another episode, we'll take away the sand and the stone and make it all grass and fill up these holes. We're just concentrating on the castle here. But that looks pretty natural. That looks like some natural sort of formations going on. This is always trickier because of how steep it is. To get it looking good, that'll have to be like a hand one. But see how we're pulling the grass into the stone, into the rocks, and we're sort of getting this up and down. That's exactly what we want. I don't want this effect though. See how we've got almost like triangles and diamonds starting to appear? We need to be really careful on that. See how these all make, that's just how the algorithm works, I suppose. We'll have to go around and just gently add bits and then smooth them. And then gently add bits and then smooth them, and it'll get it should pretty much get rid of it. There's still a little bit of triangle going on there, but by hand we'll be able to fix that. Okay, try and get it up as close to as we can. You gotta be really quick with your eyes to spot if what changes. I might have to add a little line on there. Oops, undo that one we wanted. So many different tools. That's better. And careful where you click. Don't go and click in the distance, because it will work. If I click there, it would smooth that and it would ruin all the trees. So be careful when you're looking towards like a city that you've built. Careful where you click, because you'll cry if you end up messing it up. Believe me, I've done it, and it takes forever to fix it if you don't spot it, because you can't undo if you don't spot it. Okay, get these bottom ones because they look a little bit round there. Very nice. Very nice. I like lifting this part up. We'll have to get rid of the... well, actually, we'll probably add more of that. You know those leaves that we've got on the side of the mountain there? We'll probably do some of our own of that. Get rid of that bulge. Lift that up. Now be careful around the statue. Carefully watch the statue. That's the trick. If you can't get it to click, just add a little bit more to it, and then it has more for it to grab. Okay. I'm not too worried about the very top, because like we said, we have to do that by ourselves anyway. But that's pretty good. That'll all be leveled out anyway, so I don't need to worry about that. That's pretty good, right? So now what we need to do is we need to get a little bit closer. And I need to now fill in some of these gaps and stuff. Try and get them a little bit normal looking. Good. And then we need to connect just like the 1 or 2 block gaps that we'll have around the castle. Now we might be able to cheat our way through some of this, but not a lot of it. So I only need 1 block around the edge there. Oop. That's good. I think it was just that 1 block that it pulled. Oop. Try and get this. Oh, let's turn the shaders off. There we go now. Okay. And around here. This is the sort of more important side, because this is the side that we see. The other side, the back side of the castle, probably won't need to be as perfect. It's very rare that we're going to go around there too often. I want it to look nice. Don't just sort of ignore it and don't bother with it at all. But you don't need to put quite as much effort into it. Okay. Nope. And don't worry about the grass being sort of these lines in the grass in the levels, because they'll eventually die and just turn to dirt, and it'll look fine then. That one. Try and get some different heights on these areas to sort of blend it into the rest of the mountain. Now, don't get me wrong, right? You could spend, honestly, literally hours just doing this. I don't recommend it. It'll burn you out. You'll get so annoyed and tired of it, and you won't even want to continue doing the project. So just go until a point that you're just happy with, and then leave it there. Because believe me, you could literally spend... I could spend 50 episodes just doing this mountain, and people do. Like if this is like, you know, building and stuff is what you really love to do, then go for it. And these professional builders that do these amazing builds do spend a very, very long time. They also use better techniques than what I'm showing you here, but I either don't know them or just can't be bothered to do them because they take a long time. But they do make things look a little bit better. They also got better tools as well. I think they use what is it, Voxel Sniper? It's probably the best one for terraforming. I think that's what it's called. I can't really remember. I've never used it. If I have, I've only used it very, very minimally. But yeah, Voxel Sniper allows you to do, I think, more organic sort of shapes, which is what this is. World Edit is nice, and it's what I'm used to, and it's what I've always used. But it's good for precise shapes, circles and spheres and stuff like that. For more, I don't know, organic shapes, like when you're building roses and animals, and you know those people that do like amazing looking deers and stuff like that. You want to use a better tool. So let's go around here. I'm just leaving a 1 block sort of surround around the castle here. That's all I'm doing, just 1 block. That's more than enough. Add some more around there so it can join up a little bit easier. Ugh. That's better. Just saves me filling layers and layers and layers and layers in. And don't be perfect with it. Look at actual Minecraft terrain for a little while. If you get stuck, you'll realise that it's not absolutely perfect all the way around. It'll have its little imperfections. Ooh. If you get it perfect, it won't look right. Fill in here. And there. Okay, I'm not gonna sort of do a twizzle around the whole lot until I'm done, or I think that I'm done. Then I'll do a twizzle. We'll see if we missed anything. But I want to sort of wait until I think it's done for like a big reveal, mostly for myself, because I like to sort of see after a while how things look. Put a little grass on top of them ones. You'll get a lot of this. This is what takes up the most time, is just keep finding holes and stuff. And it's just a matter of slowly filling them all in, like here. It's tricky. Sometimes you can just spam click your way out of it, and sometimes you can't. But like I said, we're not going to see the back of here too much, so don't worry too much about it. But at least fill in the big ones, for sure. I saw one down there. I saw it. I saw it. Before you guys leave a comment, you missed one at 12 minutes and 34 seconds. On the right hand side there was a missing block. How did you miss it? You're an idiot. You guys don't do that. You're too nice to me. Alright, that one. It does happen though. Just look to me. That one. Oh my. I think I'll do that one. There we go. A little bit of effort was put in there. And I really like the steep look. I want the steep look. I don't want it to be climbable for opposing sort of clans and stuff, and opposing cities to be able to get in, which is why we've gone for so steep at the back here. That's why it was a strategical decision when the people originally formed this town and built the castle. They built it there because they don't want people coming from behind and trying to attack them from sea. It's nice and high up, makes it very difficult to make an assault. There. Okay. So we're back up the top here. Fill in this one. Oh, this is what I mean. It takes ages. I don't want to cut too much out though, because I don't get to do this stuff with you too much. We never sort of get the chance, so I don't want to sort of skip over it and just think that you guys know how to do it, because I know a lot of you learn a lot from this sort of stuff. And if I just help one person with one of their builds, then I feel really good about it. See? Very, very natural. Very, very natural. I would believe that that was just built straight on top, not down there though. That's so bally and just boring. Okay. Million holes now that I need to refill. I'll do that off camera. I can fill holes off camera, not a problem. In fact, I might do some of this off. There we go. That's it. That's good. I might do some of this off camera now. Just sort of fill this in. I don't want to spend on recording an episode for 50 minutes, 50-minute long episode of places down some grass. I'd rather it be sort of 20 minutes and get the whole thing done. There. I'll leave that part. This part, oops, can stay 3 blocks wide. And then go back to 2, and then back to 1. Okay, and that's all the way around. Okay, let me just sort of fill in the gaps down there and sort of finish it off, and then we'll go for a spin around and see if we missed anything, okay? Alright, I haven't gone for a spin yet, so I don't know if I'm exactly finished or not. But going around the top here, that's all connected. There's no part floating. Oh, I see a hole there. This is ugly as too. I mean, I like it, but it's not for what we need. Maybe we could terraform it into something. It sort of looks like a dolphin or something. I sort of see out of it. Okay, I really like how we've extended, how when I've smoothed off, it's actually pulled the coal and created some more coal on the side. I actually really like that. I'm also interested in when we put the, I don't know if you guys remember when we done the modular castle series. Do you guys remember that? I'm sure some of you remember that. We done a trick that we'll do here, which we sort of mentioned earlier, about placing down leaves on the edge of the mountain. Now, if you guys did watch that series, you'll remember that it looks absolutely fantastic when you do that. Just around the edge. Leaves and plants and flowers. Believe me, guys, it looks absolutely wonderful. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. It really dresses up the whole side of the mountain. Gets rid of this whole boringness. Just adding little drops of leaves and ferns and everything like that. Just bone meal. Obviously, one of my favourite features of Minecraft is bone meal. Okay, so I'll leave that in there because that will probably stay anyway. So once we've got this in, I could then we can maybe carve out a bit of a waterfall. That's my plan anyway. Okay, a few little gaps down here. Look at that, it's like a proper sinking one, that one. And now a tip, one final AJ tip for doing this is when you've done, like, well, I've got to the stage now where, like, I'm happy. Do not go back and change it. Do not go and click your smooth button on something. You think, oh, that just needs a little bit of smooth. Let me just smooth that. Because if you do, bang, you'll create, honestly, a million more holes to fill. And you'll have to go around the whole thing again. I've done it before. I'll never do it again. It was a big mistake. Just be happy. Be content with it when you've got it to a point. So I'm good all the way around and back to the beginning again. Okay, I'm really, really happy with that. Nothing's floating now. We look like we're actually structurally sound. On the map, it looks fine. It's a little bit squarey around the side there. See on the map? See how it looks a little bit right angle-y? That's the sort of triangle-y thing that I was talking about earlier on, because it's on a top-down view. It looks more like right angles. Can I just place down a few blocks to get rid of that? You know, it's not bad. See, this is what it is. It's like that one, that one, that one, that one. Now you could go round and sort of do this and then bring these out. And that'll see how that's helped a little bit. That just sort of pulls it away a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. Let's have a play. Let's have a play to finish off this episode with a waterfall design. So like we said, we want it on the front side. Yeah, this is a big job to get done. I'm glad I got this done. I never liked doing this, so to get it out of the way now is really, really good. Now I think I want the waterfall to start about here, come from the castle, so maybe we'll put a little grate in the wall, and it just comes out here, and then down this part, and then down there. That's the line that we want. Let's grab some wool. Just to give us a plan that we can then sort of terraform and build to. So I want it from here, and it's going to go down there, move to this part, fall down here, fall over here, and then fall down that way, and into the water. Okay, that's where I want to go. It sort of goes around that bulge. Looks pretty natural. So to get it to do this, let's work on a grate. Let's take these away. Let's take out a few of those. Something like, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit too tall. Black wool. through there. And I'll have that away at least. Iron bars. I'm just going to place the iron bars there because water is going to start at that level. So I'll just put the black behind it so it looks like it goes deeper in there. You know, I will do that. And then put those in like that. Okay. So we need to just carve out a little initial area of where the waterfall's going to sort of go. And then we need to build up a bank so the water can't fall out, obviously. Something like this. And then put a little floor in. It doesn't need to be deep at all. Like, we just leave it one block deep. We'll just leave it as grass. It'll die and turn into dirt eventually anyway. Let's get some stone to go underneath there. And there and there at the least. We also need them there. Okay, so that's where it's going to come out of. Let's trim that down and that down. Now it shouldn't be that difficult now to sort of make it go down where we want it to. Something like that. So it falls down there. And then I need to stop it from going this way. So I need to put a little bit of a edging on here. I'll use grass for now, but we might change it up to stone in some parts as well. So it shouldn't fall this way now, right? Try and build this out a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. And obviously it can't go uphill, so it's not going to go that way. Now, we need to stop it from going further this way, so we do something like this. So that'll make it fall straight down there. And then I just need to stop it from going this way too soon. So we do something like this. Go on this side. Sort of build that in a little bit. It needs to look like it's eroded away. And not that it's sort of been built there in a way. So that should be pretty good there. And then I need to stop it from here. We'll change it to stone now, because obviously we're in the stoned area. We'll just pull these across a little bit so it doesn't look like it's added on. Okay. Now it should pretty much, apart from there, it should fall naturally down this way. That's already got that in. That should be good. I think it's there. And then it should just drop nicely into water. And it should be, I want it to be quite wide. I want it to be from sort of there to there in width at the bottom. And then in a future episode, we'll dress up the waterfall to look really nice. Depending on how much time I've got left today. But water. So it's not going to reach, I don't think it'll reach the whole way. No. So you don't really want it to. I sort of want this all to be still here. And then it should start falling. It should fall all the way there. I might add some more water sources in to make that thicker there. Okay. Okay. So I need to do that there. And don't worry about this. This will be fixed in a minute. I know we're sort of breaking the waterfall here. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. That one. It's all going to ride up on top and stuff for the moment. And then I should be able to sort of carve away a little bit like this. And that should fall a little better. So what we do now is we do a little bit of a waiting game, unfortunately. We block that off, we let it go back down, and then we go again. So see how this didn't have any water on it? I want water there, but we'll have to add our own sort of sources for that one. As long as the majority of it is from just the initial bit. Wait. See how that's too square there. I hate that. But getting a waterfall is difficult to get right. Once it's in, it'll look really cool. But until then, it's going to be really quite tricky. So it's going to end up going quite thin there. It's only going to be that wide. I'll try and help it out a little bit. Try and get it to force it down that way. And then force it down that way. So I'm trying to sort of make it go wider there. And the same over here, we're going to have to try and make it go wider. We'll sort of do a little channel through there. And that'll sort of pull it down that way is what I'm hoping. Okay, let's try again. And that's very straight down there. Look at that, look how straight that is. That's not good. That's better. Oh, it did. It started to fall down. It didn't quite go where we needed it to. How am I going to get it to go that way then? You know, I'll just add another source there. And then put one at the back there. Okay, that's good. I like that block sticking out because we'll be doing more of that kind of thing when we dress it up properly. And then if we go to the top here, we'll just pull that along there. Ooh, I don't want it up there. Pull that like that, and that one. That one. This one. Just putting it where I did envision it going, and it sort of didn't. Oh, that's good. That pulled it right. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I think I'll take a little bit away from there because it looks a little bit wide there. Oh, it's freezing up there. That shouldn't be a problem because we can use torches and stuff, can't we? To keep it melted there. At least for the moment, I'll just place some torches down so it doesn't stop and ruin it. I should melt it, but yeah. Okay, just so it doesn't stop completely. I don't know how much of that is going to be actually in the biome, in the snow biome. Running water can't freeze, so we don't need to worry about that. But yeah, that should just keep it liquid for now. But yeah, okay. So to dress it up, we'll just do a little bit of dressing up. Stone bricks is a really, really good one. And what we do is you just pull up stone bricks. Like that. It makes the water have to go around weird ways. And just looks really nice. And that one. And then a couple sort of down the bottom here. 1, 2. Now, stairs. On some of them you place down little stairs, little random angles. Maybe halfway down through them so they look like they're a little bit, they've lost a brick or two out of them. Like that. That's only a very subtle touch. It won't do much until we really add the rest of it. But yeah, I think there is where the bridge will cross. So it sort of just goes a little bit underneath the bridge, but you can sort of, when you're walking across the bridge at this height, you see the waterfall coming down when you're walking across the bridge and going down into the water below you in the sea. I think that'd be good. Leaves. Some little clumps like this. They need to be quite large clumps. They need to sort of spread out a little bit. Like that. Is that sort? I don't want it sort of finishing on a stone block. That's better. This one up here. Completely random. Really don't think about it. Try and get them poking out where they wouldn't normally, or you wouldn't place them normally like that. Total spam clicks. And here. I think my dog has just farted. I can smell it. It's horrible. Dogs have the worst farts. Okay, there's a little bit more dressing up. Now we're looking a little bit more interesting. We're not looking like a boring sort of just water going down a hill. A little bit more to it. And once you've got the whole mountain, the whole sort of edge of the mountain like that, boy, will it look cool. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.